never seen the stars more than one at a time. And often the ones that I spot are just airplanes passing by. Well, city lights are my idea of the stars. Yeah, city lights are my idea of the stars. And who needs the stars when the city lights up your heart? Don't get me wrong, I know nature from the public garden and the snow-covered roads are serene to me, like a mountaintop. City lights are my idea of the stars. Yeah, city lights are my idea of the stars. And who needs the stars when the city lights up your heart? Yeah, who needs the stars?
Welcome to Ham Jams. I'm your host, Jen Maseda, and you just heard the song Boston by the amazing artist Eva Westphal, and she's joining us today to talk about her rise to stardom and the inspiration behind her song. So welcome to the show, Eva.
Thank you so much for having me.
So let's start out. When did you start? And you're 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So when did you start music and being inspired by music?
Well, I started playing violin when I was really young, so like 6, I think. And then I've always just kind of been singing. So then when I was 13, I still remember I got a guitar for my birthday, and I really wanted a guitar. I wanted to write my own songs, and I wanted to learn guitar. And yeah, so since I was 13, I've just kind of been writing my own songs, and I just love it.
And it comes from your family? Your family is also artistic?
Yeah, actually, like all my brothers play instruments.
Okay.
But they're all classical instruments. So I'm the only one who really loves pop music, I guess. But yeah, I mean, our family's pretty musical, so
Yeah.
some of the music comes from that.
Yeah, I bet. Being around it, I'm sure, inspired you to take that up. But songwriting is something very special. So how did you get inspired to do that?
I still remember, like in 4th grade, just writing poems all the time. I remember telling my mom, I was like, I want to be a poet. I want to be a poet. And then I love music on the side. And then I think songwriting just kind of meshes those two in a way that I really like, because I love books, I love reading, I love writing, and I love music. So it's a perfect mishmash.
Yeah. What's the process of creating something that you know is going to be a successful song, or something that you're really proud of?
I don't go into it really wanting to make a successful song, because sometimes they're really bad, and sometimes it's like the same chords over and over, so you just kind of got to toss it.
Yeah.
But I think the songs that tend to be good are songs that I wrote in a mindset of just like, let me really be honest with myself, or write about something that's honest, instead of, I used to write songs just wanting to seem like other songs, and those ended up not being good, because I was like making something up, basically.
Yeah. But that's such a great point, because you see these famous artists and you think, yeah, they've had a couple of songs that maybe are not hit songs, but they are just generating these hits after hits. That's not accurate then. I mean, what you're saying is you have to go through like a ton of tries and trash to come up with something that you think might resonate with people.
Right. I think you could write a song that is catchy and has a hook quickly. I mean, I think I could do that, but
Yeah.
if I really want to make something that I'm genuinely proud of, it has to be something that's authentic.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So tell us about this Boston song that we just heard.
So I wrote that when I was, I think, 14. I wrote it at music camp. And I was just thinking about people are nature people. So many people I know love nature, and I've never been that girl. I've grown up in Boston, and I'm just like a city person through and through. So I wrote that about loving the city, and I draw most of my inspiration just from the city. So
What parts of the city are you most inspired by?
I think just like the lights and the noise and people watching. That sounds a little bit creepy,
No,
but
it's
honestly,
true.
you get people's stories when you watch them, like
I agree.
from a window, or you just see them like
Yeah.
in the mall. I don't know. I feel like you get
Yeah.
that from the city that you couldn't get anywhere else.
Do you make up the stories of their lives as you're watching them pass by?
Yeah, I think that's like a game that
That's so
the
funny.
airport people
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
You're like, I know what they're going. Those two are on a date, and they're But that's creativity. That's that's juicing your creativity
Yeah,
and inspiring you to develop more of yourself in your music.
Yeah.
So tell me who in your life has really helped you and supported you and kind of guided you and encouraged you, because that's important for an artist.
For sure. My parents, I have to say, especially my mom, like she drove me here, she brought me.
Yeah.
And she's the first I sang my songs to. And then my best friend, she's always kind of encouraged me to go after what I want to do. And she's a musician too, so she gets it. And then my friends too. Everyone at my school is really supportive, and I appreciate that. So
Yeah, that's really important because when you are successful at something and really good at something, we hear all the time that in school systems, in high school systems, even in middle school and elementary school, there's so much bullying and conversations about putting people down. And do you get negative feedback at all?
I remember in my middle school, it wasn't bullying, but it was just kind of a little bit of judgment whenever I would post a YouTube video. And they were probably embarrassing videos. Like I was 12, so it was probably embarrassing. But in high school, it's not like that. I feel like a lot of people at my school have a passion, and they kind of accept me. And even the teachers know, and it's just kind of something cool. Like, that's her thing, and we're proud of her for that. So
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good environment to be
sure.
in. But when we come back, I'd love to hear what's going on next, and you got some exciting things to share with us.
For sure.
Okay, so we'll be right back. Take a listen to Eva's next song.
Come on, skinny love, last the year. Pour a little salt, we were never here. Mama, my, mama, my, mama, my. Staring at a sink of blood and crushed veneer. Told my love to wreck it all. Cut out all the ropes and let me fall. Mama, my, mama, my, mama, my. Right in the moment this order's tall. And I told you to be patient, and I told you to be kind, and I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be fine. And now all your love is wasted, so who the hell was I? And now I'm breaking at the bridges, and at the end of all your lies, who will love you? Who will fight? And who will fall far behind? Come on, skinny love. Mama, my, mama, my, mama, my, my. Mama, my, mama, my, mama, my, my. inside, and the February cold gets in your bones, it bites. It's so easy to become a person you don't like. And oh, I'm not the type. I hate letting myself cry in front of people, but I'm glad I did that day, 'cause you made me want to try. You made me want to try. And you helped so much more than you had to. And I'm sorry, all I have is a thank you, is a thank you. It's all I have, all I have. It's all all I have. You said you're more than this, you know. So lately I haven't let go. Yeah, I'll check off our list, count the minutes, and hold on to the cold. I'll hold on to the cold. And you helped so much more than you had to. And I'm sorry, all I have is a thank you, is a thank you. It's all all I have. You told the truth when you said empty feels like a high. You told me February is the worst month of the year, and you're right. You're right, so maybe you're right. Maybe you're right when you say I don't wanna be, no, I don't wanna be a person I don't like. And you helped so much more than you had to. And I'm sorry, all I have is a thank you, is a thank you. It's all all I have. It's all all I have.
Hi, welcome back. We just heard the song February by Eva Westphal, and we're going to learn a bit about that song and also about what's coming up next with Eva. So tell us about February. What's the generation for this?
So I wrote that it's more of an emotional, slow song, and I wrote it for a friend who's been supporting me, but I think it could be relatable across generations. I don't know, like younger people could relate to it. I think it's just about a friend who you really just want to say thank you to, and you don't know how to show your gratitude. So,
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
lovely. You know, that's an amazing talent, to be able to have this emotion and to be able to express it through music and through words. You're very fortunate, and you're so talented. We've been loving this music, so thanks for sharing
Thank you.
this with
That's
us.
so nice.
So tell us what's next, because you're doing some really exciting things.
Yeah, I just did the Voice Snapchat, so that was really exciting, and I actually have connected online with some of the other contestants, and it's been good. And over the summer, I'm going to the Berklee 5-week program, so that's like my next thing, and I hope to connect to more like Boston musicians, because I love Boston, I love the music that's here. Yeah, and just kind of keep connecting across Boston. That's my plan. And then for college, probably a music degree or a double major, that would be the goal. And yeah, just see where that takes me.
Double major, music, and
business.
Business.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
And why would you want to do that?
Well, I was originally looking at just academic schools, but I think I've just started noticing that I love music so much, and I don't think I could not, I guess, like hone that craft and be happy in college if I wasn't doing music. But I still want to keep that academic part of myself, so I'd probably be music, business, just because that's what interests me and that's what I want to be doing.
Can you marry the two, you think?
Yeah, there's some programs, like USC has a really good music school, and then they have the Marshall School of Business, and they do offer double majors. Berkeley, Harvard has a double major program, NYU does some, and then just like schools with good music programs would be the next thing that I would be considering.
The next tier. Well, tell us about the Voice Snapchat, because this is different from the show, but it sounds like the viewership is
there's
awesome.
a lot of viewers and lots of people who vote because it's shorter. So what I did is I submitted a video. It was kind of as a joke, honestly, because I saw it online and I just kind of submitted a video. I was singing in my room. And then like 2 months later, they emailed me and they said, we've selected you to be shown to the judges. And so there was this whole segment with like the 4 judges, Alicia Keys, Adam Levine, Gwen, and Blake, looking at me and commenting on me. And that was cool to me. I was like, oh, like this is nice.
Wait, did you get to watch that?
That was all on the Snapchat thing. So a bunch of people were watching it, and like it was cool. People at school were like, "Oh, like Alicia Keys said that about you." I was like, "Yeah."
Wait, what did they say?
I remember Alicia Keys was like, "She has a pure tone," and I remember that because she's my idol. I love her. So yeah, and then Blake was really nice.
Okay.
And it was just a good experience. Like I got to meet some cool people. So.
Yeah, I love those shows. I feel like some people, like the judges on those music type shows that are, it's like a stardom, really fast star track or path, right? Some of them give feedback that if individuals really listen to it, could change their entire trajectory and career. And do you think you will incorporate some of their comments?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was mostly like compliments because they're shorter segments. Yeah. But I definitely, it's a huge confidence boost.
And you were a finalist
like that. Yeah.
So you're 16.
Yeah.
So school is next.
School is next.
Okay. And is that something that your family, have you like known always you were going to go to college, or?
Yeah, I've known that just because of my parents, and they really stress education above mostly everything else, which I internalized that obviously, and I really love school. I love learning. But once you realize music is what you want to do, you kind of have to cater to that with what you're studying. So, yeah. But I know college is next, for sure.
Yeah. I think it's great that you're going to do business, too, because it's always something that you'll need no matter what your career, takes to. Yeah. Especially in negotiation with all these contracts that you're going to get.
Exactly.
You're so incredible.
I just want to learn how to be independent as an artist, because I feel like if I don't get that in college, I'll just kind of be floundering. So it would be cool. Yeah.
Right. And also knowing about finance and knowing about budgeting and knowing about those negotiations and contracts and all that. That puts you a step ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
People that could potentially be trying to get more from them for themselves,
especially
using your
if
talent.
You're young and you're a woman.
Exactly. Exactly. You are so right. Not the young part, but the woman part.
Yeah.
Yes. You have a great support network, so I'm sure that they'll always be there for you. What's something somebody doesn't know about you?
Probably that I have 4 younger brothers. I mean, if you're watching this, you probably don't know that, but that does affect my mindset. I'm kind of I love like chaos, and I love the city, and I don't know, just growing up with that. I speak German and Spanish, and I speak French, so that's like, that incorporates into, I guess, just like lyric-wise, it helps to know different languages.
Definitely. You think you would travel and kind of experience those cultures and sing in another language?
I would definitely consider like doing a song in Spanish or something, and I love like listening to German and French pop because they have like a cool industry over there. So yeah, I mean that would be a really cool project. I haven't thought about that, but
yeah, I feel like this area in particular. You know, we're sitting in Framingham right now, but the Metro West region has a really burgeoning Latino population that is craving for artists that can do the pop and can and can incorporate that. Almost Americanized version of their Spanish heritage and their Latin heritage. So that would be great. We'd love to. You'd have to come back with your CD that's all Latin music.
Spanish,
all in Spanish. That would be great. Yeah. So anything you want to tell us that that we haven't talked about that is something that you would want people to know about you?
Just that I love music. I don't know what else to share. I'm here because I love it, and I hope that you'll be hearing more from me in these next couple of years. I'm really grateful to the Boston scene, if anyone from Boston is watching this and seeing me, because it's really supportive, and I'm just really grateful.
Yeah, good. So thanks for joining us on Ham Jams, and up next is Bright Eyes by Eva Westphal.
You can see her in the corner of the room, lightning in her heart, starting up a spark. Oh, and her voice and her words like nothing you've ever heard before. But when she is in her room at night, she cries, and all I want to tell her to make the pain better is, hey there, bright eyes. Hey there, bright eyes. You're not a story, you are alive. You're not a story, you are alive. And you can see him if you open up your eyes. Difficult to find a brilliant mind, and his voice and his words like nothing you've ever heard before. But no one ever told him he was worth it, so he doesn't think he's worth anything. Oh, hey there, bright eyes. Hey there, bright eyes. You're not a story, you are alive. You're not a story, you are alive. Listen to me, bright eyes. Listen to me, bright eyes. You're not a story, you are alive. You're not a story, you are alive. And you can see her in the corner of the room, lightning in her heart, starting up a spark. Oh,